Love where you live and play with Lindsay Management. Affordable apartments and golf memberships at 9 and 18-hole courses. Buying or selling? Trust Lindsay and Associates. Serving the community for over 50 years. Lindsay, #1 in apartments, golf, and real estate.
Want to run faster, jump higher, move with more power? The Sports Recovery and Development Program at Bridges Therapy Group builds speed, strength, agility, and endurance while correcting movement issues that can cause injury. Give your athlete the edge. Schedule an assessment today at srdathlete.com.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and
just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
You can't take any of that into consideration. You've got to look at this is a one-time deal, and they're going to be locked in and ready to play, and they got a really good football team.
Signing day events kick off around the state, and we continue to look ahead to week 1 of the high school football playoffs. It is Wednesday, November 12th, and this is Varsity Vibe Today. Welcome into Varsity Vibe Today on this Wednesday. I'm your host, Alyssa Orange. Thank you so much for joining us as we've got a lot to talk about in today's episode. It is the start of the national signing period around the country as student athletes are making it official at the collegiate level, and that is where we'll begin with our Lewis Automotive opening drive. Now, this is for all sports except for football. That signing period begins on December 3rd, but there are a lot of athletes signing around the natural state. And one of the biggest signing events happening Wednesday morning at Little Rock Christian is 5-star forward J.J. Andrews. He is signing with the University of Arkansas. You know, a lot of people are going to be there to support him. So make sure to check out our social media platforms for more from that signing event, as well as other events throughout the rest of the week as well. So let's continue to get ready for high school football playoffs that begin on Friday. And with their win last week over Harbor, Fayetteville earning themselves a home game against Pulaski Academy. Now, talking with head coach Casey Dick, he feels like his team is playing their best football right now after going through that 3-game losing streak in the middle of the season. And he's excited to see what his team can do Friday night against the Bruins.
The easiest way to relate that is perseverance. You know, I think obviously it's life relatable. It's outside of football relatable. Anytime you're you know, whether you have a job, you're a mom, you're a dad, parent of some sort, you know, there's going to be some of those issues that arise. And, you know, we had to have some guys step up and play some different positions, or maybe, you know, it wasn't really a different position, but it was on the other side of the defense or the other side of the offense, to where it was typically to them, you know, it was a little bit different, but in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't. But there's some comfort level that obviously goes with that, especially when you're a kid. And so they did a great job of really battling and getting better every single week. I think there's obviously some consistency that's taken place now. We've gotten a couple of those guys back, but those guys have also gotten really, really comfortable in what we've allowed them to do, just like they were if they were playing that position for a long time. So, you know, I think that's the biggest key is perseverance. And then on offense, you know, I think everybody's kind of gotten pretty comfortable with what their role is, what it looks like on a weekly basis. And then, you know, the bottom line is we've taken care of the football pretty well as well.
Playing your best football right now, obviously with Pulaski Academy coming in, the Central's just as tough as the West was, right? And so when you look at them on tape briefly, what stands out to you?
You know, really explosive on offense. I think they do a great job of moving the ball down the field. They've got a couple playmakers out there that do a great job at receiver of, you know, traditional kind of PA type kids that obviously can go get the football, line up in a variety of different formations, and really do a great job after the catch. And then on defense, they've been attacking. I think that's the easiest way that you can kind of sum them up. Bring a lot of different types of pressures on defense. Play some man, play some zone coverage based off, you know, some scenarios and personnel groupings that you do. So really good football team, really complex football team, but really also I think when you look at it, just executes what PA does really well. You know, they've been a little bit obviously different traditionally with the onside kicks, no punts, and all that stuff as well. So not only you got to prepare, you know, offense and defense for them, but obviously special teams wise as well.
Their game at 7 p.m. at Harmon Field. And the Parkview Patriots, they're trying to make it 4 state titles in a row. We talk with head coach Bobby Bolding after this.
Club Car Wash is the best place to get your ride game day ready. From convenient locations to free towels and vacuums, it only takes a few minutes to have your car looking great. With locations throughout the state and membership starting at just $22 a month. Revive your ride at Club Car Wash.
Quick Turf is the go-to team for building championship-level sports facilities for public schools, private schools, and the entire school district. They also install beautiful backyard putting greens for homeowners. Known for lifelike, eco-friendly turf, Quick Turf handles everything from design and lighting to drainage and final landscaping. Their all-in-one approach delivers high-performance surfaces for athletes and low-maintenance greens that last for years. With preventative maintenance programs, they keep every field and green looking game day ready. Schedule a free consultation today at quickturf.com. That's QIKturf.com.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
They're just constantly giving back to the community that helped build them.
I would recommend them first, always. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
Everett Chevrolet Central Arkansas Spotlight takes us down to Little Rock Parkview, and the Patriots getting ready for their opening game against Maumelle, the team they opened up the season with and defeated 42-14. But guys, that was a lot of football ago, and these are two very different teams who have been able to go through the grind of the regular season and now here week one of the playoffs. And of course, the Patriots want to try to make it 4 state titles in a row. And with talking with head coach Bobby Bolding, he says they've got to head into Friday night's game focused on Maumelle.
They did. And you know, they had heard in the off season, all these guys are gone. You're not going to be as good. And then, you know, that was kind of motivation for them. And then we got beat up early, and it was like, maybe these people were right. Yeah. Maybe we weren't going to be as good once they started realizing, we're just going to be a different kind of football team. Yeah. And then the winter started, and we're on a roll right now, and we just got to keep it going.
Well, they say you want to play your best football right now, right? What's the message to this team as you guys head into this first week of the playoffs?
Well, because it's Maumelle, really 3 things. One is people remember what you do in November, and they'll forget all the stuff that went on early in the year and how ugly it was, how ugly football we played. And then you can't look ahead in the playoffs. You got to focus on what's right in front of you. And then it's really hard to beat somebody twice in a year, especially the way we have scored points on them. You can't take any of that into consideration. You've got to look at this is a one-time deal, and they're going to be locked in and ready to play. And they got a really good football team. They've gotten better over the course of the year. So that's kind of the 3-step approach we're trying to take.
Lastly, today, before we leave, our Lindsay Girls Athlete of the Week is Rogers cross-country runner Lily Bashirs. Bashirs picking up her second straight 6A state cross-country title on Friday. The senior finished with a time of 17 minutes, 29.45 seconds. That's almost 22 seconds ahead of the runner-up. Bashirs, who was running her first competitive race since suffering an injury earlier in the season, is verbally committed to run at BYU. So congratulations to Lily Bashirs, our Lindsay Girls Athlete of the Week, #1 in golf, real estate, and apartments. That is all for Varsity Vibe today. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, follow along with all of the great content that we have on our social media platforms, as well as subscribe to the podcast and our YouTube channel and sign up for the newsletter. We've got so much going on right now with basketball season starting and high school football playoffs. That newsletter is going to come into your inbox twice a week. And at the bottom of it, it's got a list of all of the games that are happening to keep you in the know. To sign up, all you have to do is head to varsityvibearkansas.com. And of course, we couldn't do it without our great sponsor. So a special thank you to them for sponsoring us and supporting Varsity Vibe. We'll see you tomorrow.
At L&L Metal Fabrication, strength isn't just in the steel, it's in the craftsmanship, precision, and trust we bring to every project. From small custom jobs to big industrial projects, our team has the experience and equipment to get it done right and built to last. Whether you're building, repairing, or designing something new, we'll help turn your vision into reality. Call L&L Metal Fabrication today at 479-361-9640 or visit llmetalfab.com. L&L Metal Fabrication. Custom craft built to last.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. DriveDSI.com.